Maryna and Anhelina, you're welcome. The floor is yours.
Hello, dear colleagues, organizers, and participants of the convention. I'm happy to greet you all, and it's a great pleasure to share the practical insights, methodology, and outcomes of a professional development initiative designed for English language teachers, the online course titled Practical Tools for Modern Classrooms. Artificial intelligence has become a tangible everyday assistant for educators. When we designed this course, our core philosophy was to move away from purely theoretical debates about AI and instead provide ready-to-use strategies, live demonstrations, and classroom-tested ideas that teachers could implement immediately in their lessons. The training program spanned 45 hours of professional development. We adopted a highly interactive format weekly to our online workshops via Zoom every Thursday evening, totaling 14 live sessions, 13 practical workshop, final reflection session. The course ran from February to May, and the program was specifically tailored for educators who were complete beginners or had little or even no prior experience with AI tool in language teaching. The course generated immense interest, bringing together a diverse professional community. A total of 66 participants enrolled in the program, while the vast majority were educators joining from various regions across Ukraine. We were also privileged to welcome international peers from Georgia and the United States. Our participant demographic included school teachers, university EFL professors, teacher trainers, methodologists, general educators interested in educational innovation. Before launch, we conducted a thorough analysis of our participants' motivation and expectation. The vast majority of colleagues arrived with very specific practical goals, developing practical skills, understanding exactly which button to press or how to prompt and what pedagogical output to expect, building digital confidence, optimizing preparation time, and creating engaging materials like generating skills. To address these expectations, we completely rejected the traditional lecture format. Every single session was practice-oriented. The instructional cycle to each workshop followed the strict three-tiered framework. Pedagogical potential. We began by analyzing why specific tools is available from methodological standpoint. Live demonstration. The speaker shared their screen in real time, displaying how the platforms function and showing the exact logic behind prompt engineering. And hands-on practice. Participants immediately tested the tools themselves during the session to complete practical tasks, followed by individual assignments after the workshops. We introduced our educators to a carefully selected ecosystem of widely used accessible AI platforms. This included text-based models like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude, the research-driven tool Notebook LM, the versatile assistant Microsoft Copilot, and specialized platforms for presentation and media generation such as GAM. The curriculum was structured into 10 core sessions delivered by Ukrainian experts, supplemented by 4 extra sessions presented by invited international speakers from Turkey and the United States. Block 1, fundamental to lesson planning and core skills. The first 6 sessions were designed and delivered by me. And I'll very briefly tell you the content of core sessions. Session 1 was about lesson planning, and we explored 3 main tools, free tools, ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini, and mapped out what each does best. Session 2 was about listening and reading skills with the help of AI, and teachers learned to generate custom reading texts based on specific lexical or grammatical parameters, adapt complex, authentic articles. Let them talk, session 3. Here the focus shifted to productive skills. We demonstrated how to program AI tools to act as interactive speaking companions. During session 4, we discussed assessment that is often a major source of teacher burnout. In this workshop, participants discovered how to use AI to design custom assessment rubrics, draft targeted quizzes, and formulate highly individualized constructive feedback. Session 5, Teacher Time Machine. This session was dedicated entirely to teacher productivity and working time management. Educators learned to automate administrative chores such as organizing schedules and brainstorming creative out-of-the-box lesson hooks and classroom games. Session 6, AI-powered content creation for language educators, delved deeper into advanced prompt engineering while tackling the crucial topics of academic integrity and ethics. Block 2, Global Perspectives and Institutional Trends. Sessions 7 and 8 were led by Olga Yashenkova, PhD Director of the Center for Foreign Languages and Associate Professor of Taras Shevchenko National University of Kiev, Ukraine. Some sessions were delivered by invited speakers from Turkey and US, as I have already mentioned. So, session 7, from text to voice. This session highlighted text-based scenarios featuring diverse regional accents. Session 8, Show Don't Tell. This workshop covered rapid visualization, image generation, and paid to the Notebook LM tool. Next session, Balancing Tech and Touch Humanity in the AI-driven classroom. Consultant teacher educator from Turkey. This session focused on exploring how social emotional learning principles can be purposefully woven into AI-enhanced language teaching. Session 10 and 11, we had together with US Department of State. Across these two-part series, Nikki shared actionable tricks and troubleshooting tips guiding teachers through innovative apps like Chalky, AI for Schools, Ego AI, and Gen AI chatbot prompt library for educators. Session 12, anchored in the human staying in the loop in the age of AI, presented by Dr. Asen Metin, academic coordinator at Kayaka University, Turkey, synthesized international trends in AI integration and offered a macro-level view on how to implement modern AI support language frameworks. And among the tools she demonstrated, the participants had the possibility to try School AI app. And course conclusion, last session, AI for EFL, the grand final, the core program concluded with a dedicated space for reflection, professional discussion, and peer showcase, where teachers shared their personal success stories and insights. And now I'd like to introduce one of the course participants, Maryna Shevchenko, Doctor of Philosophy, Associate Professor of Donbas State Pedagogical University. Maryna, the floor is yours, but I stop sharing my screen and give you possibility to share yours.
Thank you so much, Anhelina. Welcome, dear participants online and offline. I'm glad to have been participants of this wonderful course. First of all, I would definitely mention the benefits and invite participants who are now in Kiev to join this wonderful course if it will be a next chance, next cohort of teachers. The course has become a very dynamic platform, I would say, for exchanging ideas, discussing modern educational challenges, and exploring innovative modern approaches of English language teaching. One of the most valuable aspects of the course is its strong practical orientation. Participants are not only introduced to AI tools, but also receive ready-to-use materials, speaking activities, prompts, and classroom tasks that can be immediately integrated into English second language and EFL teaching practice. This combination of theory and practical application makes course especially relevant for modern educations. During all sections, participants of the course explored how artificial intelligence can support the development of speaking skills, pronunciation, vocabulary expansion, lesson planning, debate practice, storytelling, personalized learning. The course demonstrated that AI should not replace us, real teachers, but rather serve as supportive educational partners that help us improve opportunities for interaction, communication, creativity, and of course, student engagement. Another significant advantage of this course is collaborative learning environment that it creates. Teachers from different educational institutions, mentors, facilitators, shared real classroom experience, discussed common challenges, reflected together on how AI technologies can help improve both online and offline language teaching. This professional exchange allowed participants to look at English language teaching from new perspective and discover fresh methodological ideas. I would also like to emphasize professional of experience of Professor Kolisnichenko and those who created this course, TESOL-Ukraine, whose deep knowledge of EFL methodology, digital technologies, media literacy, and traditional teaching approaches, and explore ways to make English lesson more interactive, student-oriented, student-centered, and adapt to the needs of modern learners. Have you ever talked to AI? Imagine you are calling some company and you understand that you are talking to it. Would you trust it? What do you feel? Hello, how can I help you? I think that there is a lack of trust because trust may decrease because people often expect some human understanding, empathy, flexibility, some emotional approach, and we feel this emotional distance. There is also a problem of transparency. If a company does not clearly say the customer is speaking to AI, people may feel misled, and this can damage trust even if the service is perfect and technical efficient. But imagine I ask you the question, would you practice speaking English with AI before a real exam? Or if you could, would you simulate real job interview for your students in English better than maybe using just textbook? And imagine you have a speaking partner that is never tired and never judge you for mistakes and available 24/7. Would you trust AI to help you to improve your pronunciation before an important presentation that I actually haven't done? And imagine, for example, AI helps you as an examiner for some international certification organization, IELTS or TOEFL. Could AI help you to make possible activities for those students who feel themselves shy or not confident? I am co-creator of a course, English speaking skills, with our great partners, Regional English Language Office, non-governmental organization, SWITLA. You can use this QR code to join this course. We created this course together with my colleague from Luhansk University, Oksana, and I really want to share with you briefly how I implemented the knowledge I got at AI-powered course of TESOL into the existing platform of me, and what exactly I have added. So this is how it looks like. Online course for Ukrainian international specialists for educators and learners, teaching and practicing English speaking skills. This course consists of 6-session international resources for teaching and practicing English, Let's Debate, online tools, test creators, visual and content, and international teachers blog about methods of improving speaking skills. You can see here information of the course and our honorable partners. And for example, after finishing the course, TESOL course AI-powered EFL Teaching, Practical Tools for Modern Classroom, I added some resources that I haven't done before. So this course helps me to create real-life situations, short dialogues, speaking cards, vocabulary challenges, and follow-up questions. As for the section 2, that consists of tools for debate club. Here you see some welcoming part, consists of 5 videos, reading activities, references, activities for debate clubs, warming up for debate clubs, topic for debate clubs, and some resources you can really use as a folder with ready-made lesson plans and activities for debate. In this section, I used to add some worksheets, but after finishing the course, I helped my students to generate arguments for and against a topic, practice counter-arguments, learn useful debate phrases, take AI-generated roles such as moderator, speaker, opponent, audience member. As for online tools, this is course section number 3. I added additional practice of Padlet, Miro, Google Classroom, and these tools now work together as a speaking ecosystem where students brainstorm more, organize ideas, prepare short speeches, and present their speaking skills. Test creators and feedback, it can help teachers to assess the classes. Here, with the help of AI, I created reflection tasks, self-assessment question, pronunciation practice, short oral quizzes, feedback on fluency, clarity, vocabulary, and of course, confidence. Visual content, it's the module 5 of this course. Consists also of videos, some description you can see on the screen. So AI helped me to create storylines, picture descriptions, role play card, presentation ideas, and problem-solving situation, making speaking tasks more visual, creative, and communicative. So I want to say that it doesn't matter if you are an experienced teacher or just a beginner, you really need to know how AI works. And for me, the course that I completed with the help of our great partners helped me to improve my own online course, and I added like AI speed dating, so survive the situation task, some additional speaking activities with AI, for example, debate battle, interview with your future self, the worst advice ever, or AI mystery game, emoji storytelling. As for pronunciation, of course, AI tools can help students to pronounce like better, and remember the words. So it can help us to solve some pronunciation problems, pauses, rhythm, intonation, unclear words. As for activities, I updated some context with reading short story aloud and getting feedback, repeat difficult sounds, practice natural intonation, compare student pronunciation with a model, record 1-minute answer, and improve it with the help of common ChatGPT and any other tools. As for vocabulary expansion during speaking is also essential for me. AI can help students to move from simple answer to reach a more natural speech update, like my speech from A1 to B1. Yeah, give me some examples of linking words, modal verbs, I don't know, replace some simple words with more natural vocabulary, give me some phrases for agreement and disagreement. It seems to be easy, but it could be really helpful for those who have started teaching. AI for storytelling practices helped me to divide some activities like finish the story, describe a picture, create a story from 5 random words, retell a story in the past, or turn a boring story into a more emotional one, and practice using, for example, linking words. Of course, AI can help us as teachers to save our time, create warm-up questions, role-play cards, debate topics, speaking games, interview questions, vocabulary list, feedback forms, speaking rubrics and homework, speaking task. And all these I learned with the help of wonderful course. AI does not replace the teacher, of course. It creates more space for our practice. Teacher is provided with some emotional intelligence, their classes structure, and monitors the class and mentors it, facilitates it, gives the purpose, yes, puts some aim, and AI gives us flexibility, personalization, speed, and extra speaking opportunities. Maybe we don't trust it at the beginning, we cannot add it to our friends in social media, but our students like it, and we need to practice our classes during to their personal and professional needs. I'm really thankful for TESOL-Ukraine and course creators, Hanna Podosynnikova, Tatiana Dokashenko, and Anhelina Kolisnichenko for this wonderful opportunity to finish AI-powered EFL teaching practice tools for modern classroom. And I think that this course is really very relevant for experienced teachers and beginners. No matter how many years of experience you have in teaching English, you cannot stay effective if you stop moving with times. Our students already live in the world of AI, digital tools, and feedback. And I would say if we want to understand how they learn, what they want to create, how to talk to them, we must understand their needs too. That is why I truly believe that it will be a new cohort of participants of this course, and it is essential for modern English teacher. It is practical, inspired, up to date, and full of ideas that can immediately be brought into our classroom. This course helps teachers stay relevant, creative, confident, and highly recommend for everyone who wants to teach not only English, but who wants to belong to global community. Thank you so much, Anhelina, for this opportunity to present your result, and many greetings from all participants that have successfully finished this course.
Yeah, thank you, Maryna, for positive feedback. I believe we'll have more possibilities to practice in an AI using and integrating technology